What's going on, Halloween fanatics? Quick rant video. It's been a while since I've done a Halloween rant video, but I truly believe this is definitely a discussion that's worthy of a rant. And two YouTubers inspired me to make this video. The first YouTuber being the Lost River Drive-In. I think that's his YouTube name. And he's often had controversial takes, and one of those controversial takes is how Halloween 5 is a good movie. So him and I agree on that, and I'm always down with Halloween fans who appreciate Halloween 5. But a couple of months ago, he made a video explaining why Halloween Ends is better than Halloween Resurrection, and I couldn't disagree more. But he isn't the only one making this statement. The second YouTuber is Dave McCray. He recently did a live stream basically saying the same thing, that Halloween Ends is a better movie than Halloween Resurrection. So let me break this down on why Halloween Resurrection is factually better than Halloween Ends. Look, Halloween Ends has surpassed the Rob Zombie era of Halloween movies, and it's even surpassed Halloween Kills, which was extremely hard to do, to become the worst Halloween movie in the entire franchise. Here are some undeniable points about this Halloween Ends movie that make this movie the worst movie in the franchise by a long shot. This is probably the most problematic issue in the entire franchise, that being David Gordon Green making Michael Myers a complete pussy in Halloween Ends. That alone will win this argument. Look, Michael Myers basically had a teenage boy abuse him, and people glance over this. Like, Corey Cunningham literally bullied Michael Myers, shoving, hitting, pushing him, and even took his mask right off his face. Why is everyone not talking about this? This is clearly the most embarrassing abomination in this entire franchise, and no one is bringing this up. Why y'all never talk about this? That's really concerning that nobody really brings this up, but they love to bash Halloween 5, Halloween Resurrection, H2O. I can go on and on. Y'all love to bash the minor nitpicks in those movies, but ignore Halloween Ends. Now you tell me a situation in Halloween Resurrection, or furthermore, in any other Halloween movie that Michael Myers was made a complete pussy. I'm waiting. And I'm sure a lot of people will bring up Busta Rhymes telling Michael Myers to go around back. But keep in mind, Busta Rhymes didn't know that that was the actual Michael Myers. And also, Michael Myers was feared in Resurrection. Minus the kung fu sound effects, Busta Rhymes still feared Michael Myers. Remember, he grabbed Sarah and was like, hey, we got to get the hell up out of here. He was nervous, he was scared, he didn't know what was going on. And, he knew the seriousness of this situation. And all the characters did in this movie as well. So there's that. Halloween Ends factually made Michael Myers a pussy, and Resurrection didn't do that. And keep in mind, Resurrection didn't hurt Michael Myers' legacy either. His legacy was very much intact after Halloween Resurrection, especially from the speech that Busta Rhymes gave at the end. In wrestling terms, that was a good promo to get somebody over. And not to mention, Busta Rhymes' character did a 180, and he felt remorseful at the end of Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Ends, on the other hand, let's say it all together, made Michael Myers a complete pussy, which he was beat up by 60-year-old Laurie Strode, and he was dumped in a grinder and physically killed. Oh, and let's move on to another situation that adds Halloween Ends to the worst movie in the franchise. Michael Myers has psychic abilities, and he also has a tag team partner. And let me say this. Dave McCray has often talked about how Michael Myers got naked and changed clothes and put on a fedora in the end of Halloween 6. But why hasn't he mentioned that Michael Myers was riding on the back of Corey's motorcycle like a bad bitch to get from point A to point B in Halloween Ends? If my memory serves me correct, it happened right before Corey and Allison had sex. Corey and Michael rode there together. Now, Halloween Resurrection, he didn't have a partner in crime. It was just him solo. And what gets me about people trying to argue that Halloween Ends is better than Halloween Resurrection is that Halloween Ends was literally meant to be taken seriously. They tried to make the storyline intense and with some political subtext and a subplot. Now, let me ask you all this question. Do anyone, and I mean anyone, thinks that Halloween Resurrection was meant to be taken seriously? Dave, did you go to the movie theater taking Halloween Resurrection seriously, especially knowing what that movie was about? You knew it was going to be a cash grab for teenage horror fans. It's a haunted house movie with Michael Myers stalking college kids. Come on now. Hell, a cop would tell you that it was just a money grab. But if we're being honest, Resurrection has aged pretty well. That movie can be released today and it will be relevant, especially with all the live streaming. I mean, it was ahead of its time. But anyway, Halloween Ends should be called Halloween Humiliation because that's exactly what they did to Michael Myers. Halloween Resurrection didn't hurt the legacy of Michael Myers. Halloween Ends did. Just think, the last memories of Michael Myers you've ever seen on the big screen is him getting bullied by a teenage boy, and he's older. Michael Myers is beat up. He can't stand. He really didn't have his killing abilities. I don't know, man. And he actually died on screen. And at least Halloween Resurrection, they set it up for a sequel. So Michael Myers' legacy was intact, like I mentioned. And I just feel like Halloween Resurrection was more of a filler movie instead of a actual storyline trying to progress the movie going forward. Now Halloween Ends is the complete opposite of that because they tried to finish the storyline and thought they had a masterpiece, but it was just a masterpiece of shit. So honestly, at the end of the day, I don't even think this is a good comparison. I don't even think it's up for debate. Halloween Resurrection is a better overall Halloween movie than Halloween Ends. So there's that. And I don't even think it's a competition. I don't even think it's an argument to be had. So there's that. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section below, how do you all feel about these two movies? Let me know. And if you love any and everything Halloween related, anything horror movie, anything paranormal, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see every time I upload. As always, be safe. Peace.